Saying that attacks on Anthony Fauci are attacks on science is like saying that attacks on Joe Biden are attacks on intelligence. Please, give me a break. There is nothing remotely alike between one and the other. Believe me, Harvey Weinstein and Bill Clinton have a lot more to teach about chastity, celibacy, and women's rights than Anthony Fauci on science. Welcome to Eloquence One Report with Elias Sanabria. In an interview with MSNBC, Dr. Fauci, trying to push back against all the lies, all the destructive measures that resulted from his COVID cult, he said that attacks on him were attacks on science. Oops, it looks like Mickey Mouse is throwing a tantrum.
It's very dangerous, Chuck, because a lot of what you're seeing as attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science. Because all of the things that I have spoken about consistently from the very beginning have been fundamentally based on science. So if you are trying to, get at me as a public health official and a scientist, you're really attacking not only Dr. Anthony Fauci, you're attacking science.
Wow. Here's my concern. What if he's right? But not in that sense, of course, he's full of crap. But what if actually that's what they're pushing science to be nowadays? I used to think that there was nothing as pathetic, useless, and harmful as an academic degree on gender and racial studies, until we got a Chinese virus that came from a Chinese scientific institute. Then that got me thinking, what exactly is the role of science nowadays? Think about it. We all know that the scientific measures to control the pandemic were more of a cult than a science. There was no science in keeping a distance of 6 feet away from one another. There was no science in wearing a face mask. No science whatsoever in the social distancing measures. And definitely no science in all the inconsistent and anti-scientific crap of Dr. Fauci. No science. What are they talking about? But all of that was expected at some level. Dr. Fauci is clearly nothing but a brainless puppet of the establishment. But what is concerning is that professionals of all kinds fell for it. We had doctors, scientists, biologists, people that have spent their entire life in the medical field, that from one day to the next, they completely forgot the most basic principles of biology. Wow. It wasn't even rocket science. A little bit of common sense and some basic understanding of biology was enough not to fall into the COVID cult. The problem is that such cult is what Dr. Fauci calls science. And believe me, if an attack on Fauci is an attack on such cult, then I'm in the front line. But unfortunately, it seems that such science is what they're teaching in school nowadays. Clearly, those who don't believe in anything easily fall for everything. So if Dr. Fauci represents science, let Harvey Weinstein represent women's rights, celibacy, and chastity. Why not? Please. If you like the content, please subscribe and share. Thank you and see you soon.